Okay, everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Risk of Rain. So, we're going to be doing the exact same thing that we were doing last time, because I really want to win it. And please tell me that this music is not too loud. Okay, so, I mentioned before this episode started, Monstercat versus... hello, you sexy thing. Hello. Okay, so I mentioned Monstercat. So, for those of you that haven't ever heard of Monstercat, Monstercat is a music company that actually has partnered with Twitch and YouTube, or Twitch and YouTube, I guess Twitch streamers and YouTubers. And what they offer is no copyright infringement stuff for, like, the use of their music. As I didn't know Monstercat was, like, a specific person. As far as I know, there are actually multiple artists under the Monstercat label. However, there might be a singular Monstercat artist that started the whole thing. But so, they have, like, album after album full of people that have, you know, proffered up their music for people like me to use. Unfortunately, if you're not partnered with them, they still take a cut of your profit, and you have to figure out some kind of, like, sharing plan with them. And there's, like, some amount of content ID. I don't exactly know how it works, but I really didn't want to deal with it. But now that I'm partnered with Curse, which came along with me adding ads to my videos, now that I'm partnered with Curse, I can automatically use their music, I believe. They've got some kind of music library. Unfortunately, when you join a network as far as, like, YouTube goes, they don't really tell you like, any of the cool stuff you have access to, apart from, like, alright, we are going to be taking X amount of your ad revenue. Good luck. It's like, oh, well, this is extraordinarily hands-off. But, the reason why I even bothered joining a network is, I was having, like, issues with copyright on YouTube. Like, for whatever reason, they really did not like the fact that I was uploading Binding of Isaac videos, which, for those of you that like my Binding of Isaac series, I'm kind of sorry about that. It's just, like, for a while, it just was not worth me putting them up. Just because I couldn't make any ad rev from them. And, like, I'll probably come back to it, especially once, Afterbirth comes out. I think it's called Afterbirth. The DLC expansion, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so I ended up partnering with Curse for, you know, that level of, like, security from just, like, stupid bullshit. And the other reason why I partnered with it was, I think a couple months ago, one of my buddies, Viva Visor, got, like, a bunch of his videos taken down for no good reason, and, like, they just disappeared. No explanation from YouTube whatsoever. And he was partnered with Curse at that point, and they actually solved his problems. So some amount of me is just like, alright, I think now that I've actually sunk, you know, a year and a half of my life into YouTubing, some amount of, like, security is probably a good idea. And, like, honestly, even people like Total Biscuit are still technically at risk of getting taken down and stuff, but the bigger you are and the more of the network, like, the more closely you work with the network, the safer you're going to be. And you know what? I would hate to see all of this disappear in, like, the blink of an eye, because that would be really depressing. But, you know what? Enough dark things. Let's talk about other stuff. So, we're doing the flood difficulty thing again, and we're trying to farm enough that we can get our hands on, tit missiles. We're trying to get enough. Oh, yeah, that's a big old, vast notification. We're trying to get enough so we can, or not enough. We're trying to get an infusion so we actually have enough health, because currently I got 49. That's pretty much, I can still get Insta-Gibbed by this goddamn crab here. And I don't want to deal with that. Unfortunately, I don't want to put points into bitter roots, because it's not going to do me a whole lot of favors here. Oh, well, not the end of the world. Yeah, going with the barbed wire is probably a good idea. Hey, Jerwolf, how's it going? Let's see. People are getting tired, apparently. Viewership has gone down. Actually, come to think of it, No, I don't want to quit to main menu. That could have been bad. Either way, let's keep going. I always forget to update the Twitch stream, so it's like, oh yeah, we're actually playing Risk of Rain. Because I find in a lot of cases, actually, a lot of people like watching Risk of Rain on Twitch. You know, even though the game is largely stopped being as much of a hit. Interestingly enough, though, on YouTube, that's less of the case. Maybe it's more of kind of the point of, like, on Twitch, you can just see, like, oh yeah, you know, 10 people are streaming Risk of Rain at this point. I'm so damn lucky there. Okay, thank you so much. Let's see. Boink, 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 boink. But, I don't know. It's interesting. YouTube videos, Twitch, interesting. The other night, wow, ooh. Unfortunately, I have such a small nose, it's very easy for me to, like, choke on my own saliva. Why does my nose have to do anything with it? It's because I can't breathe through my nose, so it's just like, alright, I am talking and breathing in the same motion. So if I ever sound, like, out of breath for some reason, it's because I quite literally am. Like, I am about as close to a human pug as you can get, which is annoying because I really don't like pugs. They're gross. And I am one. Ugh. But anyway, let's see. So, yeah, okay. Whew. Eviscerate was off cooldown. Did not realize. Alright. Please nobody spawn while I'm grabbing this goat hoof. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so the other night, Buddy was getting on. A buddy got on. Name was Possum. Possum's a cool dude. Let's go with Monster Tooth. That's going to heal us a lot here. But so Possum got on, and he went on, like, hiatus for, like, a lengthy period of time. For whatever reason, I think it was, like, job-related and stuff. But so he may mention that I'm the only one that does this specific thing. And I was thinking about that, and it's like, I'm not actually the only one that does this kind of weird streamisode system that I've adapted to, like, work in my favor. Wow, yeah, the Monster Tooth is going to help a lot. But let's see. God. I guess I should probably get one of these for the time being. I'll get more as I go along, but whatever. Yeah, we can do this. We'll see. But so he mentioned, like, the whole streamisode thing, and I wanted to address it, and I feel kind of bad that I didn't manage to address it that much live. But, like, I've suggested it to several people at this point, and a lot of people just kind of give me this, like, weird nonplussed look. I think it's kind of interesting, as far as, like, YouTubing and Twitch streaming and stuff goes, that very few YouTubers, like, especially lower-level YouTubers, will even bother streaming, or if they do, it's, like, super inconsistent. So earlier tonight, one of my buddies was, one of my buddies was on, it was chatting. And, Sebastian SB for frame of reference. Oh, God. But so he was on and chatting, and he tries streaming every once in a while. Not a very consistent thing, not a very frequent thing. Okay, this is a heart attack and a half. Just waiting to happen. Okay. Luckily, I can just kind of spin kick right over them. We got about a minute before Imp Prime shows up. Then I have to think about what I want to do. I don't want to just sit around grinding forever, but until I get that infusion, it's probably the only option available to me. At least we're getting a lot of white items here, which is kind of nice. But so, Keith almost never streams. Part of it is his, like, internet was never specifically good enough for it. But, like, so anytime he does try streaming, he does get a number of viewers, especially if he advertises it properly. But it's not a whole lot. And, like, I've noticed that my numbers are, like, all over the place. I think part of the problem is I'm such a variety gamer that it does hurt me to a small degree. You know, so switching between Armello and Risk of Rain, there's not a whole lot of crossover between the two, apart from me as the common denominator. Yeah. Okay. This is getting hairy. What do we even want to get? What do we even want to get? What do we even want to get? Bleed. Okay. Haha. Hello. Okay. This is where we flee in terror for a bit. Whew. At least this is why I got all the goat's hooves. Okay. This is where we run. This is where we run for a while. At least the barbed wire is going to help us out substantially. There we go. That is not what I wanted. Oh god. Those are big wisps. Whew. Man, I'm glad for that. Okay. Okay. Whew. Chain reaction. Not exactly what we wanted, but we'll deal with it. Let's see. I don't know. What is the infusion again? Infusion is the health thing. The health booster. Alright, so I think at this point it's probably worth it for me to pop the teleporter. I really don't want to farm more than this. I mean, it could. Be dumb. Yeah, you know what? Let's see what happens when we farm this for quite a while. But, like, I think for me, originally, the reason why I never, like, got into stream-a-soding is largely as a result of I didn't have the internet for it. And I think that is one thing that, like, a lot of YouTubers specifically don't know, like, what to do with. Oh, thanks, Jaleem. Apparently just started watching me 2 days ago and is already looking forward to every stream. Yep, hello. Let's see, what was I gonna say, though? But, like, I think with me originally, I just never considered it because my internet was bad. In fact, I didn't even find out that my internet was good until I was living in this house for, like, 2 months. And now I'm really looking forward to it kind of on a nightly basis, because it's really fun to, like, it's fun on YouTube to get, like, comments and, like, feedback from people, and it's like, yeah, you know, keep doing what you're doing. You're awesome. Okay, this is panic-inducing. Whew. But it works. I think I'm just going to keep piling on the goat's hooves for a little while. Should probably get at least some of the other bonus ones, like the sticky bomb and stuff like that. But... oh god! Wow, they just insta-gibbed me. I guess that's the reason why you don't want to grind. Oh well, not the end of the world. Just try again. Let's try popping the teleporter immediately this time, especially because we're on Dried Lake. It's not bad. Does make the next level scary, but whatever. I guess that's a good point that people would like variety. I guess, as far as, like, variety and stuff goes, I've seen a lot of... I've seen a lot of people, like, stick around only for a bit. Like, I've had a lot of people say, like, oh, I'm only here for Darkest Dungeon. Or, I'm only here for... oh, shoot. Oh, there's another... wait, how did I even take the contact damage? Was that from him? It was from him. Oh, God. There's also a teleporting Lemurian just right in there. Yeah, I'm on glass. Oh man, for those of you that are just joining me for this challenge specifically, oh, thanks, Dodo Man. I have practically every artifact running at once. Glass Command, Honor, Sacrifice, I think. There's like 1 or 2 more in there that I've forgotten at this point. But effectively, it's command mode, so we get to choose our items. It's a necessity. All enemies are heroes, so they're going to be harder. And items only drop from enemies. Kind of goes hand in hand with the whole hero mode thing, because they tend to drop more greens and reds, which is nice. Especially when you get like a couple of lucky clovers going. Please be a Colossus. Thank you very much. Oh god. Ow. Ooh, that could have been bad. That could have been real bad. Alright, let's just murder you and then flee in terror for a bit. I was really hoping I'd level up a little bit more than that. Let's see. We have a couple options here. I wonder... oh, shoot. He's got his little goons right there. Hoi! Okay. How the... actually, it's pretty easy to kill this guy, come to think of it. Oh, god! Well, never mind. Not super easy. Okay. Let's just go. Yeah, you know what? Let's go with the farming option. Farming option seems a little bit more reliable, even if you can still die. It's really like, the moment you get that infusion, it's like, alright, I can do this. But sticking around for 10 minutes is probably the better plan. I honestly don't know. There's probably a meta strategy for this that I need to figure out. But it's kind of a pain in the butt. Let's see. Now, I was thinking about this the other night. As far as, like, I mention this frequently, and a lot of people kind of ask if they can play with me. Risk of Rain is an example because, you know, Risk of Rain is fairly multiplayer as far as people are concerned. Oh, shit! I jumped off. Apparently I was holding up or something. Oh, well, either way. I've never heard of Brogue. I'll have to check that one out. I think there was another game somebody else suggested that I've forgotten about. I'll figure that one. Honestly, if you guys have any suggestions as far as like games I should pick up in the future, tell me. Games that you're looking forward to and stuff like that. Got him. But so as far as like the topic I was trying to broach, a lot of people ask, you know, if they can play with me. My answer is always like weird. For most people, probably weirdly no, and like I think a number of people are starting to understand kind of why. But it's always going to be like a persistent question. Hey, Wander, you know, do you want to play with us? Or, you know, can I join you, or can whatever? Okay, off-world. I'll have to check that out. Unfortunately, since I've been pinging back and forth between podcast stuff and job stuff. Okay, off-world trade company. I think I missed the launch for that one. But I can check it out anyway, see if they send me a code. But, so, yeah, I've been pinging back and forth between various pseudo-responsibilities, so I haven't actually been, like, checking out what new games are coming out, so I like, have not been... I've been doing myself a bit of a disservice on this one. Oh, well. Yeah. The other problem is, like, the more expensive a game is, the less likely people are to send it to me. Like, I honestly can't even ask for AAA. Which is sad, but whatever. Like, I'm floored that they gave me 2 copies of Dying Light. But even then. So, as far as, like, the people playing with me and stuff, the weird caveat that I will add for people that, like, do want to play with me and stuff is if you can somehow manage to become a decent YouTube commentator, you know, good quality and stuff like that, and, like, actually have... Effectively, if you can send me a job application to come hang out with me, I will hang out with you. God, that is such, like, a weird thing to say. Especially because I think job applications are kind of a pain in the ass. But, you know, people have reiterated this for me, when I can't, like, put it into words. But, like, the problem is, there's no guarantee that, like, most people joining me as, like, a guest or whatever are good. I've tried it. It's bad. Let's see. Oh, man, Hand of Fate comes out this week. I need to finish that. I'll probably finish it as soon as it actually comes out, because I want to see what it's like in the 1.0 version. But, yeah, I should probably get, like, some kind of weird entry thing for, like... Aha, hello. I should probably get, like, some kind of input thing that, people can select games specifically for me to... Wow. That is the first item I got. Alright. Well, that makes things interesting. You guys are terrifying. No! Damn it! Fuck. Thought I was outside of range. Man, that actually had potential. Let's see. How many subscribers are required for the job application? Honestly, it's not really subscribers. It's more like videos and stuff. So, for example, I play with Birdcatcher and Crafty Gnomes. I think Birdcatcher finally crested 100 subs. But that guy puts, like, 0 production quality into anything he does. He just rehashes collaborative stuff that we do together. And I'm pretty okay with that. But he's never going to grow as a YouTuber. So I don't really care about size. It's more like, can you actually perform? I'm, like, not even that picky. It's just... mainly good audio quality, and you don't speak in memes. Why does that crab turn blue when it dies? I've never been able to understand that one. Anyway, let's see. But, like, I have worked with a number of, like, particularly bad people. Mostly good, but I've definitely worked with some, like, bad people in the past. And, like, the fear is, like, I really can't waste my time doing that sort of thing. Alright, I'm just gonna hang out. Oh! What? Okay, did not know that one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not even generally that picky about stuff. Though, I will admit, I mentioned bird and gnomes and stuff. They get really fixated on certain jokes, and it becomes a chore dealing with that sort of thing. So, for example, I get really annoyed when... I think I've actually got, like, 2 unreleased series that I just haven't felt like putting up because they involve a lot of, like, Nazi jokes. And it's like, alright, this isn't even... No, I know it's a popular thing to say sarcastically on 4chan, but at the same time, I feel bad for putting that up on the internet. But as far as that crab goes... What? Like, it killed me and I was below it. I guess the force of its omnom murdered my face in. Either way. But yeah, no, it's not subscribers. It's not, like, a whole lot of stuff. It's just a matter of, like, alright. I guess my main criteria is, apart from, you know, base quality and, like, would you actually be a good fit? It was, like, are you actually bothering with this to, like, hang out with me? Or are you bothering with this because, you know, it would be fun for everybody involved? So, for example, I've got a buddy who's, like, 10, 20 times larger than me, called Weasel Zone. I think he used to be British, but he moved to the US. But so he's got a lot of subscribers in comparison. And, so he has this one fan. And this one fan's up to like 4,000 or 5,000 subs at this point, which is super impressive, all things considered. Oh yeah, by the way, if we're playing Cards Against Humanity, all gloves are off. All jokes are fair game. It's just when you're playing, say, Spiral Knights. Yeah, no, just repeatedly yelling Hitler did nothing wrong. It's like, alright, that is not even commentary. No, I'm generally against censorship, but it's just like, alright, if any of you guys saw the Bane jokes section of Gmod, that was the point where it wasn't even that the jokes were bad, it's just that I've been hearing them for like 2 hours straight. It's like, alright, I have become absolutely sick of this. Okay, we're 2 minutes and 25 seconds in, and we don't have a goddamn thing. This is, of course, bad. Yeah, Weasel did find his dog, by the way. Unfortunately, so what happened, so I'm going to get, like, oh god, missiles. I'm gonna get off topic here. So I'll finish the previous one. So Weasel Zone has, like, a subscriber that really wants to play with him. Said subscriber has, I want to say, 5,000-6,000 subs at this point. It's kind of, it's pretty impressive, all things considered, for a fan to, like, want to play with you that managed to grow that much. Problem being, the dude goes about it in, like, the most obnoxious of ways, so it's kind of like, no. Don't really want to play with you. Oh, should have gotten barbed wire. Oh, not the end of the world. Hopefully, nope. But it's kind of like, yeah, well, you'd be cool to play with. Your constant persistence of, like, play with me is, like, no. Like, I know you feel like you've earned it, but Weasel would rather play with me, who's, like, 5 times smaller, that doesn't give a damn about who Weasel is, than he would with, you know, the guy that really wants to play with Weasel. Oh, God. I'm gonna flee in terror for a second. That hurt. This is why we have the growth egg. If it procs, there we go. Yeah. I was really hoping I'd be able to hit a little bit more than that. Okay, this is a pain in the ass. Man, both of those guys are, like, super injured. Okay. Whew. They're all up there. And I'm not able to kill them. Oh, God. I am very close to death. Hoi. Okay, growth egg. I need you. Okay. But so, as far as Weasel goes, seeing as I'm kind of in panic commentary for a little bit, while I try and survive through this. God damn, why are they just continually stacking on this area? It's because I'm directly below them, so of course they would spawn up above. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna run away, level up. Like, the longer we do this, the more survivable we are. But those Lemurian bites hurt like hell. Okay, thank you, ladder, for giving me some sort of iframeage. I feel like I should just leave. Damn it, that was a bad idea. Either way, though, we only had 2 items for 5 minutes. That was not a particular... Oh, shoot. Oh, that was bad. But so, last time I was playing with Weasel, we were doing the, like, giant, stream of speedrunners, which was awesome. But partway through, Weasel just had to go. No reason. No reason given. He just left. Alright, well, he said he'd be back. And then we proceeded to spend the next, like, 5-10 minutes waiting, for him. Or not 5-10 minutes, like, 2 hours waiting for him. And eventually replaced him with Agent Core. However, just as Agent Core was getting on, Weasel comes back and he's like, yeah, my dog ran away. We ordered pizza. And, dog just bolted out the door. Oh. Oh, no. You know, totally understand, go find your dog, yada yada yada. They eventually find the dog, I think at an animal hospital or something, got hit by a car, go figure. Dogs are not exactly the brightest about moving vehicles. And I kind of feel like their previous owners were not particularly smart, considering, I mean, I don't know. Not to, well, I don't like judging people, but yeah, I do. I like judging people. But, okay, but so, probably didn't train their dog particularly well, but the dog wanted to go back to its previous owners. Dogs are very loyal. And so, dog gets hit by a car, and it's alive. Don't get me wrong, like, not dead dog, but very injured dog, to the point where it's, like, gonna be a good $5,000-$10,000 to get the dog, to pay for the dog's medical bills, properly. I think otherwise it's probably gonna just have some level of... I don't actually know, like, what the deal is, but I think Weasel actually has a GoFundMe for, like, you know, getting his dog the necessary, I don't know, necessary whatever. Hello. I'm not exactly articulate when it comes to dog medication. Dog surgery? Either way, though. Let's see. Yep, you're gonna hurt. You're gonna hurt bad. Missile crab, you need to calm down. Oh god, there are 2 of them. Well, that was effective. Please give me an item, though. Please give me an item. Yeah. Now, the other caveat as far as, like, my thing about collaborating with me and stuff like that, if you manage to become a YouTuber, or if you are a YouTuber already, the problem is, like, the larger I get eventually, the more I'm gonna have to say no. Because if people see this video, like, 3 years from now, and I've got, like, 100 subscribers and stuff like that, it's not gonna work. Because then I'm going to have, you know, 100 times as, well, yeah, I'm gonna have 100 times as many people being like, hey, you know, I have good quality stuff and I'm funny, and I'm like, the request list is miles long, and I don't want to deal with that. I don't know. But, yeah. I don't know. It is what it is. You have to deal with it. It's not like there's rules for this sort of thing. It's just mostly like, well, I will try to do what I can, but no promises. I guess that's always the way it's going to be. Are you going to give me an item here, or I'm just going to run around? God, why was the first run? What kind of run am I doing? This is a fun run. This is... Oh man, crazed. I think you joined me after I started doing this sort of thing. This is called Flood difficulty, where I have, like, an insane amount of... artifacts turned on. And I'm getting my ass kicked. I think I've actually got everything unlocked in the game. Yeah, I've got everything unlocked in Risk of Rain. I've had that for a while, like years. Or at least a year since I started doing Risk of Rain, come to think of it. So at this point, I'm just farming. God. Not an item. We had better luck the previous run, which is kind of sad. Okay. Okay. Whew. Living through this. No items, though. This is bad. This is real bad. Well, I mean, drop rate does kind of pick up once you get up to first or second difficulty, give or take. I don't know. Trying to think of topics to talk about, but unfortunately, the later it gets at night, it's just like, all right, I can use words and things. I think that's the other problem, just kind of as far as like collaborating and stuff like that. Like, oh hey Yaman, didn't know you were there. The problem with like collaborating with people is like you can never really tell how they're going to go. I've seen a lot of people that have like brilliant videos that just say nothing. And, like, they don't know how to speak in a collaborative setting. And this is, like, one of the hugest issues with collaborating with anyone, period. And it's part of the reason why, like, I am, so, like, leery of it. Like, I really need to go out and recruit new people to hang out with. It's just kind of a pain in the butt. It's kind of what the podcast thing is supposed to be. As a way of, like, me meeting new YouTubers and stuff. But, like, I will pull on people that I think are, like, super quiet, and they end up being extraordinarily, like, commanding as far as, like, talking and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, I can talk about that topic in a bit. I've also pulled on people that, you know, are absolutely brilliant on their own channels, and they just can't say a word to anybody in a collab. It's weird. A collab isn't just talking with the other person, though. A collab is anything that involves pretty much making a video together, podcast together, or anything of the sort. Alright, there's our first item at 6 minutes in. This is bad. I'll probably be fine against the Wisp. Not the Wisp, the Imp, but we'll figure it out. Let's see. Okay, so first and foremost, we want to get this. I like the healing items, but barbed wire is going to save my ass. There we go. There's some items. Okay, you need to... shoot. Eviscerate was off goal. Oh, there we go. Unfortunately, they have friends already. Okay. Whew. Wow. All we need is a red item, and then we're golden. Oh god, please don't murder me while I get all of this loot. Hell yeah. Here we go. Welcome to the pain train. Oh god. That is the pain train. That is the pain crab. I don't want to deal with pain crab. I know what the pain crab does. It hurts. Okay, so I got asked, let's see. Oh, so Yaman is wondering what the artifacts do. So, command mode is the artifact that's most obvious here. Command mode makes it so you can choose what items you have, which is both blessing and a curse. Glass is why my health is awful, but my damage is amazing. I think it's honor makes all of the enemies, champion, and sacrifice makes all of the item drops specifically from like enemies only. Do we get any loot from any of this? No. So I think I'm gonna farm until the imp boss shows up, get my health up and stuff like that. But either way. Let's see. But so I was asked, do I have consoles? And okay. So that ladder does work. Oh, God. Oh, no, 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 no. Holy crap. Okay. Oh, God, that almost killed me. I think I had 1 or 2 health left. That was bad. That was really freaking bad. Okay. Murder Nate. Countryside. Revenge. Give me some health. Why is it nothing but crabs? I'm having that crab problem again. Oh, no, no, what the fuck? What? Oh, this is bad. This is real goddamn bad. Okay, good. If I head out on the ropes, he can't hurt me. Okay, no. can preempt this. There we go. Holy crap. This is not good. This is not good. The fuck, really? Wow, I've never had that happen before. Alright, well, not much I can do in that situation. Okay. So, do I have consoles? The answer is yes. I have a Wii, I have a Wii U, I have GameCube, I have pretty much every Nintendo console since the Game Boy Pocket. However, apart from that, I don't have any of the, like, traditionalist ones. Let's try this, see what happens. It's probably a bad idea, but whatever. I don't know, I'm just trying to switch it up here. This challenge is crap, and it's this version too. This challenge is brutal. Okay, that was good rope. Okay. Okay, so this one unfortunately does contact damage, which I'm not keen on. Damn it. Alright. Unfortunately, as far as, like, consoles go, I don't actually have, or, like, my Wii U goes, I don't actually have Smash Bros. Which is, like, most... Wow, this is a lot of rope. Which is, like, most of the reason why anybody would have a Wii U at this point. My problem is I'm, like, not a very competitive person. So, I don't particularly enjoy Smash Bros. Because everybody's better than me at it. So it's like, alright, I just don't feel like playing. Because I think it's just too intense of a metagame. And also, there are too many, like, really kind of dickish tactics you can do. I've mentioned this before, but, like, as far as Smash Bros. Goes, one of the reasons why I have, like, trouble with Smash Brothers is because there's always that one person that, like, refuses to fight anybody. So, this is a specific friend, and she actually watches these streams sometimes, but I think she's asleep. But so the problem with her is, the moment you, like, come at her to fight her, she just runs away, and she just plays keep away for the entirety of the run. So even if you're, like, ready and raring to go, and, like, you don't care about losing, like, even if you don't care about losing or anything like that, she will just run away and just try and take as little damage as possible. And there's very little you can do when a player just does not want to fight you. I mean, yeah, you can, but it's a pain in the butt. Especially when you have two other people ready and raring to go. Please don't be an overloading Magmorm. It's going to be an overloading Magmorm. No, it's not. Okay. Ooh, and it's the blue variety, which I believe is just faster. Ow, that hurt a little bit. Unless the blue variety is the, yep, it's the shocky kind. Damn, I was hoping that one. But so, like, every time I play with her, it's always just kind of like, alright, are you going to play with extremely abusive tactics, or are you actually going to play legitimately? And the answer is always abusive tactics, and it's like, so, the last time we played, I'd never played, like, the new Smash Brothers, so it's like, alright, this seems pretty fun. But the problem is, like, I don't have the time to dedicate to, like, getting good at Smash Brothers. Because, like, the thing is, the only games I play are on YouTube. Like, for YouTube videos. So if I want to do anything YouTube related, well, if I want to do anything game related, usually I have to record it. So if I want to get into Smash, I'd probably start streaming, recording, whatever. But since I'm bad, it doesn't seem super useful. I don't know. But I just don't have time, especially because I'd much rather devote the time to, say, recording Risk of Rain, Darkest Dungeon, Armello, that kind of thing. Because variety is good, right? So unless I, like, actually dedicated a decent time block to, like, getting better at the game, it'd be hard. And, like, maybe if I had a group of friends to record with frequently, it'd be cool. And, like, I know it doesn't take too long, but it's still longer than I have time for. Like, I honestly shouldn't even be streaming right now. I should be off painting, actually. And I'm going to be off painting immediately after we're done, probably for the rest of the night. And, I mean, that's not particularly long either. But actually, weirdly enough, the place I'm applying for is effectively makes Smash Clone. is effectively making a Smash clone. Okay, you're gonna murder me. Never mind. Okay, but so... The other problem I had... So, just to continue the story about this girl. Let's see. Unfortunately, as far as this painting goes, it might or might not be covered under... It might be like an NDA painting, so I might not be able to cover it. And or I don't want people to know where I'm interviewing with. Because I've said, like, before in the past, like, hey... You know, I got an interview with this company and whatnot, and people are like, oh man, how'd the interview go? And it's like, well, I didn't get the job. And so, the less people know about, like, what I'm doing, probably the better. Oh god. You need to not be there. Alright, at least we got 2 items within the first 5 minutes is great. But, like, as soon as as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna go back to streaming landscapes. Like, fully. Also, yeah, man, you gotta tell me when you're streaming pixel art, because that'd be awesome. Yeah, saying they're making a Smash clone does give it away, but whatever. I don't know. I'm just leery of... I'm leery of mixing my YouTube life with my professional life, to a small degree. I mean, I still haven't actually... I haven't even mentioned, like, my real name very often. I've mentioned my first name, but, like, I think only Dargona and TCA know what my full name is. And, like, I give hints, and, like, probably a lot of people could find me if they tried hard enough. Not saying anybody should. That'd be a pain in the butt. Oh, God, how am I gonna deal with you guys? Oh, shoot. But, like, to some degree... Oh, hello. To some degree, I'm very afraid of being employed by a person, by a company that does not want, you know, an NDA risk as, like, a YouTuber employee. And I'd much rather just be a little bit leery. Okay, that was almost death. Okay, I guess we got Mysterious Mushroom. I'll deal with it. But let's see. But so, until, like, I know for a fact that my, like, future employer is cool with me being like, yeah, you know, can I film this stuff and put it up as, like, sort of promotional? It's like, hey, new character for this game, or new whatever for this game, or just in general, you know, can I put this stuff up? I'd rather err on the side of caution and just, like, not stream it. The other reason why, like, I don't want to show or stream any of the application process is I don't know if they want to keep it under wraps just in case other people apply, if that makes sense. Because say you're a company and suddenly everybody applying to your company knows exactly what your art test is. Suddenly, it's not so great. You know, suddenly everybody's prepared for it, and, you know, anybody that feels like cheating can figure out, you know, exactly what they have to do to get an unfair advantage on most other applicants. That said... Oh, God. Surprise! Whew. Glad I have that. Let's see. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to piss off future employers on accident just because I like YouTubing. I guess that's my main point here. But, like, 2 years from now? 1 or 2 years from now? Yeah, I don't even care. Okay. I guess someday I kind of hope to be a large enough YouTuber. Well, okay, so I talk about this all the time. I talk about being, like, a larger YouTuber all the time. Pipe dreams and whatnot. But one of my hopes is still, as, like, a YouTuber, that I'm going to be able to just continually do art and, like, actually... Oh, hey, Pigman. But, like, I still hope to actually work for game companies as a YouTuber, because I think it would be awesome to be, you know, on the concept art team or the design team or whatever, and still do, like, YouTube on the side. And I'm going to be very honest when I am working for a company. which probably means my, people are going to know exactly who I am and probably figure out where I live pretty quickly, which is a bit whatever, but whatever. But so, I think it would be really cool to be, like, working on a AAA title and be like, yeah, so I'm the lead artist for this game, and I'm doing the day -5 Let's Play of this because I'm the only one in the company that actually runs a YouTube channel, at which point everybody's super jealous of me. God, that is, like, the most selfish thing I could possibly do with, that situation, but I'd probably do it because I think it'd be hilarious. Alright, so we got goddamn missiles. Let's go murder some things. Alright, we're getting some white items here. I'm gonna farm for the 10 minutes. We've already got our infusion, so we've got a lot of stuff in the bag. Let's go with some goat's hooves. We're gonna need it if we're gonna go toe-to-toe with a overloading magma worm. Okay. Whew. Ow. Of course, the caveat is, if I end up, like, big enough to be able to, like, start an office, much like Rooster Teeth or whatever, then it's gonna change all sorts of other stuff. But, I don't know. I think it would just be really cool to be able to, I don't know, cover stuff that I actually did. And, like, I understand that, like, a lot of game developers simply don't have time to do so. But I think it would be amazing if I could somehow make the time to both do YouTube streaming and game dev at the same time. Okay, so we're going to go with one Monster Tooth, more goat's hooves, because we want to go fast. Alright. I guess the other thing would be, like, just being... I know, like, Nerdcubed is starting to do game development. I think Toby Turner's doing it, too. Even though I don't, like, follow either of those two YouTubers. I know they're getting into game dev, which is kind of cool. And I think that's going to be a small degree of, like, future for game devs. Or, not game devs, but, like, YouTubers wanting to get into game dev. Just because it's going to be, like, I mean, we play so many freaking games. You'd think we'd have a fair amount of skill, at least knowing what to do when making a game, or at least good game mechanics. Of course, you see a lot of, like, really bad ones. I think there's a really crappy Sky Does Minecraft game out there. I think there's a really crappy Sea Nanners game out there, too. And it's like, alright, I guess those are not exactly good examples to work with here, but I don't know. I could see some, like, really good YouTuber-based games, assuming that they actually did it. Well. Okay. This is, right, scary. Kind of hoping I can get a red item. I guess I got my missiles, so I won't bother them for a while. I can just murder this guy far more effectively. Oh, yep, missile time and run time. I am very injured. Do I have a... I don't have a growth egg yet. Oh, that is bad. Oh, hello. Whew. I'm just gonna go over here for the time being. Murder him to death. Alright, is the imp coming? No, he's not. Okay. Well, that's weird. Okay. That is really weird. They're gonna come down here? Weirdly enough, they don't seem to give a shit about me. That's creepy. I don't know what to do about this. I mean, I do and I don't. I'll just go with the Turbo Murder edition of holy shit. On a pickle sandwich. Alright, what do I want to do from here? Missiles. For better or worse. Okay, so we don't have a growth egg, but we do have healing. Alright. It's time to go fight the boss. Whew! Scary. Let's see. This is very scary. Because this feels like it has some of the most potential we're going to have. Okay, growth egg time. And... these guys can still murder me. Okay, there we go. So we've got missiles, we've got homing dagger shots. We've got all sorts of stuff. We should be fine. I'm just crossing my fingers this is not a... It's not an overloading magma worm. That's probably still going to do a fair amount of damage to us. A blue... Oh, wow, that's comically easy. Okay. Oh. Okay, good time for missiles. Good time for loads of missiles. Okay, whew. I think I'm just going to let everything else take care of this guy instead of trying to fight him toe-to-toe. I'm just gonna hang out here-ish. Okay, there we go. Let it go. I don't wanna give up too much ground here. Okay, good idea, give up some ground. We're losing items to just the void. Alright, boss is dead, though. Oh, good god, that's a lot of enemies. They're all missile-based. They are all missile-based, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Alright, well, so am I. Screw you. I have, like, infinite death between all the missiles I shoot at and stuff. Okay. I don't even know. Alright, so we're 231 health. That's pretty damn solid. Might not even. Let's see. How do I want to deal with this? That's actually an interesting idea, Yaman. I'm being kind of quiet because I'm, like, in panic mode. I don't think I have a knife yet. I do not have a knife yet. Wow, that is effective. All the homing shit that I fire off. It's kind of great, actually. I'm glad I went with the upgraded attack missiles. Okay, so we're going to go with... Ah! Ha! That almost killed me. I don't even know it's, like, shooting at me half the time anymore. Ow. At least they're all teleporting down to me, so it makes my life a little bit easier. Alright, that's the end of that. Okay. Let's see. So, goat hoof. Goat hoofs. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Whew. Okay. Let's see what do I want to do. Yeah, let's go with that. We've got a lot of health here. We've got a lot of white items. We did get the shield, right? Yes. Okay, why is that not showing up in our item bar? Oh, there it is. It's over on the right side. I was very confused about that one. Head stompers are a good one. Can't get that item. And medkit's useless. I do have a monster tooth, right? Yes. Okay, so in that case, fire shield's good. Because that's I'm always going to be taking heavy damage, I think, comparatively. So we got that. So off we go. Okay. I think a overloading magma worm still has a fair shot at killing us. We move very fast, though. We've got shields. I'd like some verticality. So if I can get some green items, we're in a good position. Unfortunately, we're also running kind of slow. As far as things are concerned, okay, doesn't look like there are any items there. So that means the difficulty is going to be kind of high compared to our current power level. However, should be fine. I think. Ooh. I hope we're fine. Because I really want this run to go well, because I am out of time. Like, win or lose, this is the last run of the night. Because I gotta go do environments. Like, this is going to be an all-nighter. And, like, yeah, probably should actually focus on that stuff instead of just streaming for, you know, a good 5 hours. But at the same time, I was working on this for hours and hours and hours already. So it's like, you know what? I can spare a little bit of time to do other stuff. Alright, we'll go with sticky bombs. Let's see. I heard a shadow creature, but I didn't see it. But I think we're gonna pop the teleporter. Yeah, missiles. Unfortunately, not as many missiles as I'd like, but still. Okay. Oh yeah, there's a shadow creature running around. Where's the teleporter? Probably over in the middle. Yep. It's kind of off in wherever land. Might as well fire these missiles. We've got enough enemies all over the place. And they're tough, too. Like, that is the one problem with the missile thing and the sacrificial dagger, or ceremonial dagger, my bad. After a certain point, they just don't actually do enough. Oh, I'll figure it out. Be fine. Let's see. Have I played King Arthur's Gold? Not yet. Let's see. Yeah, as far as, like, what I have to do, it was super open-ended, so I was just like, alright, I have no idea what I'm doing. Which is kind of nice, but, like, the problem is, I've been, if you haven't been following, like, me as a person or whatever, I've been on it. Shoot. It should be fine up here. I've been unemployed for a fair while, actually. So I've actually, like, between working for Nickelodeon and being unemployed, I've actually lost a large amount of, like, my ability to do work on command, if that makes sense. Because, like, with Nickelodeon, I was doing nothing original. It was all just somebody else's idea. Somebody else's composition half the time. And is that a second Magmorum? It might be. Deuces. This hurts. At least we get health per kill, and we don't have much health, so that gets us a lot of health. Okay. Couple more seconds. I am so glad I stacked all of those goat's hooves. Okay. Come on. We got this in the bag. Oh. Don't want to be over there, though. But yeah, so when, you know, when doing my work for Nickelodeon, it was always somebody else's ideas, somebody else's art assets, all that kind of business. Got him. I got him. Okay. Whew. So it was always somebody else's something. And that means, that meant for, like, the entirety of the time that I was there. Let's go with a double jump. And please be, that is the jetpack. Okay. So for the entirety of the time that I was there, it ended up just being, a lot of listless, boring work, because it's like, alright, just paint over this version of SpongeBob. Like, honestly, I think I would have been so much happier with that job if I had just been able to draw SpongeBob custom every single time. Because I truly didn't even draw anything there. They yelled at me, actually, the one time I tried drawing stuff during my lunch break. It was insane. Let's see. Oh, it's time to leave. I don't think there are any items left either. Yeah! Alright, kick ass. Assuming we can get to the teleporter. Now, I'm being asked, how do I keep myself on track while working from home? And, like, if you want to be an artist, you have to be self-motivated. The answer is I'm both good and bad at it. So the easy secret for, like, self-motivation is, force yourself to be in a situation where the only thing you can do is work. And that may sound like a really ridiculous. I think there are two of them there. That's very, yep, that's two. It may seem like kind of ridiculous advice, but it honestly helps me so much. Just, so, for example, I don't have it set up right now, but every once in a while, I'll get, like, really sick of what I'm doing, and set up a standing desk. And I can't sit back and, like, read comics while I'm standing, because it's like, this isn't comfortable. I gotta keep working. So what I do is I just continue working regardless of what's going on. So it keeps me focused on what I'm doing. The only problem is if I don't start at all, if I spend all my time just kind of dicking around on the internet, and I don't even get around to painting, then it ends up being a wasted afternoon. So that's number one problem. But so if I have no option to goof off, then there's no way I can slack. The other thing that I've done, and you guys have actually been privy for this one, whether or not you realize it, but easiest other way to keep myself focused, as far as, like, you know, okay, dudes can still spawn on me. I'm just going to continually fight here. We'll just cover this entire platform in items, I guess. Not the end of the world. But streaming is actually one of the easiest ways to keep working, as ridiculous as it sounds. And I've actually been having a lot of trouble on this specific art test because I can't stream it. So it's like, all right, I can't like use my usual tricks to keep working here. So it's like, well, I'm a little bit distracted. So actually, this has been like the least productive I've ever been for something, for one of the most important things for me to do, which is why I'm going to pay for it a little bit, but whatever, no big deal. Okay, there we're done, and we got 8 seconds left on some missiles. Whew, that's a lot of items. Let's go with attack speed. We're probably going to need it along the way. Might as well get one of these. It'll give us a little bit of damage as we go. I got head stompers, right? Okay, meat chunk. Meat nugget. Might as well start getting some stuff like that. But yeah, if you're streaming, people will actually like give you shit if you stop. So it's like, okay, I cannot stop streaming. Of course, you know, you get distracted sometimes. You have to stop for certain things. It happens. The one problem with streaming is, why am I even going down? Oh, right, because I can't get back up the other way. But so chat will distract me for sure. Like responding to chat is technically a pain. And it's, I mean, it's not a pain. Like I love it. And eventually, like chat actually becomes active enough that it doesn't matter. And you know, there are enough people there that deuces. But there are enough people there hanging out and chatting that I actually don't have to respond as much unless it's directly towards me. Hello. You sexy beast. Let's go with another jump. Triple jump. Probably should have gone with a red whip, but whatever. We got like 2 of these guys. Who cares? Yeah, can't hurt me. I'm invincible. Invincible. I mean, yes, I could farm these guys forever, but that would be really stupid. I was really hoping you'd give me something other than a use item, though. Use items are effectively worthless for me. Actually, you know what I can do? I can attack him normally. Wow, that is pretty awful. Alright, well, whatever. I don't know if we're going to win this run, but we're definitely going to do very well as far as this goes. But yeah. No. It's nice having people watch you doing art. It's nice having people watch you play games. And like at some point I will do an art stream where I actually talk. The reason why I generally don't is purely because I already stream for like 5 to 6 hours a day. Plus like miscellaneous collabs and stuff. Like my neck muscles, not really my voice, but my neck muscles are constantly in like a state of being tired. Because I just talk too much. And so when I'm not streaming, I barely say anything at all. Shell actually gets kind of pissed at me for this, that I don't say words to her very often, but it's like I am a little bit tired. Either way, let's keep stacking the crit. Next time I get a red item, I'm gonna go for the alien ring so I can keep doing stuff like that. But yeah, Yaomon specifically, who's hanging out. So for frame of reference, for those of you watching this later, Yaomon is the guy behind the really kick-ass. I'm gonna leave you down there. Behind the really kick-ass Binding of Isaac reskin, the like super detailed one, and so he streams his pixel art. Shout out to him. So Yaomon, two things to say. A, if you are streaming like pixel art and stuff, and like you don't have stuff, I could host you on the stream specifically. You know, when I'm offline, or we could just do like a streaming art in parallel, because who cares? Just multi-twitch it. Oh, see ya, crazed. Okay, now's probably a good time for some missiles. We got a lot of victims. Yeah, we do. Let's go with this. Fortunately, I think the Toxic Beast is going to effectively murder herself, but that's okay too. Because, let's see. But yeah, as far as keeping focused goes, like, my standing desk right now is awful. I put my tablet on an ottoman, and, let's see. Okay, I can still fit in one more of these. I put my tablet on an ottoman, of all things. And, my computer monitor on several, like, bins. And that is how I make, like, a standing desk without a standing desk. We were gonna go out and get, like, standing desk materials earlier today. But A, I didn't wake up in time, and B, snow and stuff. Let's see. Ah, that's a shame. Yeah, I stream on Twitch, like, to a small degree, I really wish I was streaming on Hitbox instead of Twitch. And I've mentioned this before, but, like, the reason why I stream on Twitch over, like, Hitbox or anything else, is purely because there's just such a large audience on Twitch. So no matter what streaming service you use, you're never going to have as much of a potential audience. I think the Toxic Beast is about to kill herself. Yep, thought so. That's okay. So, like, even when I'm streaming creative and stuff, I get loads of viewers, which is ridiculous. Whereas, like, I see people trying to stream on Hitbox, and it's like, there's just no one. And it's kind of depressing, actually, because it's just like, alright. I don't know. I was weighing the options when I was starting. It's like, Hitbox seems like the largely better service, except for the fact that everybody watches on Twitch. Oh, hello. Unfortunately, that white item's kind of in the way. We want Alien Ring. Please be the right one. Hey, that works out for me. Yep, critical strikes reduce my cooldowns by 1. Yeah! Oh, we've got 20 viewers right now. I guess the European audience is waking up, though. But yeah, no, I'm absolutely thrilled whenever I'm, like, streaming art with people, and, like, people are actually showing up, giving me tips, telling me, you know, that doesn't look right, or, you know, I liked it better the other way, or it's like, oh man, this looks great. It's like, alright, positive reinforcement keeps me going. Because normally, you know, I'll get distracted, I'll go off, like, watch a TV show, a YouTube video, read a manga, something like that. There's a whole gamut of... oh, God. Well, there goes the run. Let's see. Sorry about that. God, that sucked. I did not realize I get that Insta-Gibbed. I didn't even see anything there. I was like, alright, let's see what item I want. And then dead. Whoops. Well, either way, I'll see you guys on the next episode of Risk of Rain. And as always, thanks for watching.